Good morning. We have a halacha when it comes to Hilchos Tefillah that we try to juxtapose the bracha of Geula, of Go'al Yisrael, that God was redeemed the Jewish people from Mitzrayim, immediately next to the Shemona Esrei. And that exists throughout Tefillah. However, on Friday night, we seem to break that rule because the Torah quotes that there's a minhag to say the Shamru as a proclamation that if we, the Jews, keep Shabbos, then we don't need additional Shemira, that serves as a protection for us, and we don't need extra protection beyond that. And while that's a nice minhag, how do we reconcile that with halacha of being somich geula tefillah? So the Torah himself acknowledges that this is a problem, but he says we can avoid the issue because just like during the week, the recitation of the bracha of Hashkivenu, the Gemara explains is not a problem, is not breaking this rule of somich geula tefillah because it's what's called a geula arichta. It's an extension of the bracha of the geula. So too the Torah explains with the psukim of the Shamru. How is that the case? Because we know that there's a concept that the Gemara tells us that if the Jews keep two Shabbosim, then the geula will come. So therefore, we remind ourselves to keep Shabbos as a means of bringing the geula. So really, it serves as a geula arichta according to the Torah. An alternative explanation is brought by the Ramah, who says that one of the reasons why we have the halacha of somich geula tefillah in the first place is based off of the juxtaposition of psukim in Tehillim, the end of Tehillim Yud Tes, the pasuk of Yuler Ratzoni Merifi Fanecha Hashem Tzri V'Goali, that we ask Hashem to accept our tefillos and we call God Tzri V'Goali, my Redeemer. And immediately the next parak of Parak Chaf is Lam Natseach, which we say Ya'ancha Hashem biyom tzara, that Hashem should answer us on our day of affliction. So therefore, when do we say Hashem? When do we call out V'Goali? Is when we're in times of affliction, we call out to Hashem. However, on Shabbos is not a Yom Tzara. And therefore, the Ramah explains the whole concept of somich geula tefillah does not apply on Shabbos, and therefore we are able to recite V'Shamru. A third reason why it is not a problem is given by the Drisha, who says that it's actually, you're right, it might interrupt between the geula and tefillah, but we are able to make interruptions which are litzorach tefillah, which are necessary for the tefillah. Why is this necessary for the tefillah? The Drisha says, just like on Rosh Chodesh, we'll call out Ya'alav Yavo, and it's not an interruption, as a reminder to recite Ya'alav Yavo. So too, immediately prior to the first Shabbos Shemona Esrei, we call out a reminder that don't forget, it's not a weekday Shemona Esrei, it's a Shabbos Shemona Esrei. What is that reminder? That is the reminder of this Shamar, and therefore it's not a problem of breaking that up. So we have three reasons why it's not a problem. The reason why we say it is, again, a proclamation to tell us that the keeping of Shabbos serves as a shmira for us, a protection for us. And three reasons why it's not an interruption. Either the Torah says it is a geula arichta, it's part of somich geula tefillah. The Ramah, who says because Shabbos is not a Yom Tzara, and therefore the application of somich geula tefillah would not apply. And finally, the Drisha, who says it's actually litzorach hatefillah. It's important to note that both the Gra and the Balatanya were bothered by this and therefore did not observe this minhag of reciting V'Shamru, and therefore that is also why many in Eretz Yisrael, the minhag Eretz Yisrael seems to be also not to recite this paragraph of V'Shamru. Have a fantastic day.